All right, crew, we are back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mission First Minimalist stock. I've had this for quite some time, swapped it between a couple different builds, and ultimately I've kind of been shifting towards a wider cheek weld. So if you watched my last video, I actually just bought a Magpul STR to compare against my B5 system stocks. But as everybody's builds, purpose-driven, have different uses, I wanted to go ahead and cover what exactly the minimalist stock offers here. And again, it is minimal, so we'll run through here pretty quick. But we do have a nice rubber butt pad on this, which is pretty comfortable. You do have a little bit of you can see it angles up here on the bottom, so it rests nice into your shoulder up here. You do have your adjustment, and it does not come with the paracord mounted, but I went ahead and I researched I taught myself how to go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and installed that on there, which is a nice little add-on. You do have your sling point mounts obviously back here on the top and then on the bottom. And one thing that is very, very impressive with this stock that I have found is just how tight it sits on the buffer. There is zero play. This thing is very, very snug on there. Being YouTube isn't too friendly with having the firearms in the picture, I went ahead and just threw a buffer tube in so I could demonstrate that for you guys, but it is super tight. I'm going to have to fight this thing off of this buffer tube. And this is a JE Machine buffer tube for those that are curious. But I've had it mounted across a few different buffer tubes, and all of them fit pretty snug. I've had to kind of fight it into different positions, and I'm sure over time it probably breaks in. But yeah, it is a very, very snug fitting stock. So if you're looking for zero play, this is your stock. In fact, the only rattling you can hear is actually, should have popped that off, but there's no movement on that thing. And just to give an idea on the width as compared to some of the others, this is our B5 SOP mod, which I'm a huge fan of. But you can see there's not really a cheek weld on the Mission First. So again, though, purpose driven. So this is going to be nice and lightweight, very minimal. This is going to offer obviously storage capacity for batteries and such in those ports. So very different stocks in that sense. And you really can't go wrong with either, depending on, whatever your purpose is. But I would definitely highly suggest checking one of these out if you are looking for something that is pretty minimal and tight fitting. I'm hoping to check out a Magpul CTR stock at some point, because they look very similar to this. I doubt they're going to fit as tight as this. But just curious, I see a lot of people running them, so may see that in the near future just to test out. But you can find these over at Brownells, guys, and if you use code BOP10 on orders over 150, you do get 10% off of your order. But I will catch you guys later. Run suppressed, stay blessed.